Hello everyone and welcome back to a new round of Spec. Here we are here today at the famous track Monza, one of the prettiest track on the calendar. My name is Owen Dresden, or some people may know me as YWR Pariah 22. I'm not alone. I have my co-commentator here today.
Hey, YWR Bjartmar here, Bjartmar Nedal. And so yeah, we're here today in Monza, Italian Grand Prix, and I think it will be a quite great race actually today. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it will be really good today. We're just waiting for them to start now. Yeah, they're writing here that they're supposed to start now, but yeah, of course it's Monza, one of the, on my opinion, one of the most beautiful tracks. This is like one of the tracks that has to be on the F1 calendar. It's a classic track. If this doesn't end up on a calendar, I don't know what happened, but then something went wrong. But yeah, today we see that we're now readying up. I think it looks like that we misses a lot of people. I think
Only 17 drivers.
yeah. Sad to miss someone. We know that we only know that where OVR Hades is. He's busy today driving something else. But except from that, I don't know about other drivers why they aren't here.
No, but I think we will still have a great race. It will still be total chaos into turn 1, I'm sure.
Yeah, it will always be into turn 1 in this in online. If we're gonna be lucky if we doesn't see that, so I'm really looking forward to see what's gonna happen there. Strategy on this track, what do you think it is?
Soft medium. Easy
Soft.
choice.
Yeah. Of course, soft medium. So maybe some of the people outside. Okay, something's wrong. Lap 1 of 3 it stands here.
Yeah, I see it too. But I think it's just a glitch.
Yeah, it's just there. But yeah, we see that Deadly Flu has gotten a new name, OSRL, maybe, and OSRL Felipe. Same with Lewis. I think they are joined the team, maybe. I don't know what OSRL is.
No? So if someone knows, you can put it in the comments. That would be appreciated.
Yeah.
But we see some drivers heading out to the track right now. I think it's a Mercedes. Probably TTG Warren. No, it's an Alfa Romeo who is first.
It's
That is
Lewis.
OSRL Lewis.
Yeah, okay. This is now our third race here commentating you guys, so we're starting to know about the pace of the people. We know who we can look up to, or who we can see in the top, who we can see in the mid pack, and who we can see in the back. And who do you think we're gonna see strong here today?
I must say that Sancho has impressed me over two first races which I have watched. Also, TTG Warren has great one-lap pace. I have to say Martin Bell as well. He's the championship leader. And
Actually,
also
not.
some Saji.
Sancho is leading now with 6 points down to
Oh.
Martin.
Oh, so then I'll have to say Sancho is the favorite for today.
Yeah, I think my favorites today will be Sancho, of course, and I know I also think that we can look up to TTB iQuicks. I think he's a reserve, but we're seeing, remember, Hungary, and I think we can maybe see him in the top 2.
Yeah.
I see that's actually Baboon J. Also got a new name. Wow, wait, what does it say?
You what? I think that was
Yeah.
his original name as well.
What's it? Yeah, it could be just my. But he's on hard tires actually. Maybe it's just an installation lap.
Yeah, I think so. I think the soft or medium tires are the ones who want to be on today.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Yeah, we
First
see that.
driver is of course Lewis. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Going to Lesmo 1 now, then into Lesmo 2. Out on Curva del Seraglio. Where this is, and this is a overtake possibility. but you also gotta be careful into Ascari, because it's not the perfect place to be side by side. It works, but both drivers have to be more careful then.
Yeah. I recognize that it's cloudy. Do you think we can maybe see some rain?
That's my weather prediction. And let's see what Lewis gets into, and he gets into a 119.4. I don't remember what's good and bad here. That's a good time. Yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah, I think what you want to be on is 118.
Yeah.
Maybe?
We know we can, for us, we can think about this as a little bit of first and second division in TNRL. So I think that pole has to be on maybe 187, I think. Now I see that the times are coming in on soft and some people on medium actually. We see that right now there's 2 drivers faster than 120, and the next car is Khan Racing gonna start a lap. Is it some such? No, he's an invalid, and we got Felipe.
You can follow Martin Bell?
Martin Bell, yeah.
It's into Parabolica now, out on the back straight, or the start, what's it called again?
Ooh,
yeah, it's P2 with a 119.4.
Right, not far behind Lewis.
Nope.
Next driver is Deadly Flu. No, it is Lewis, but I think Philippe. No, who is it? Sancho? No, he has at the time. Is it Tengu? No, he has also at the time. Then
I think it's Deadly Flu.
Yeah, it is Deadly Flu then. And then we got Samsaj. I think no, Antivalo. And we see that Deadly Flu is on the medium tires. So maybe he's going for medium soft.
That could also be a good strategy today. I know some guys from my Norwegian league like to start on mediums here, because they can then go into the soft at the end of the lap and then win the race. So to start on mediums is really not a bad idea here.
Yeah. Another thing about the constructor, to first we're gonna take Felipe here. What time does he goes into? He goes into a 120.3 into 6th place. But into the constructor then. In the constructor, it is McLaren leading with 5 points down to Ferrari, and after that it's only 10 points down to Racing Point. From Racing Point to Alfa Romeo, from Alfa Romeo up to McLaren, it's 18 points. Just between top 4 in constructor.
Oh damn!
I think
that would be a battle we could follow to the end.
I think that battle will follow all the way to Abu Dhabi.
You see D. Warren starting his hot lap right now. He's not at the time yet, so we could follow him.
Yeah, I can also say that. Of course, I'm gonna be as I said on Hungary. I have promised you guys to commentate Tire 2 all the way to Abu Dhabi and of course one of the reasons is I have to enjoy you guys with something, because they didn't have any commentator here. But another reason, I love Abu Dhabi and I just have to commentate that track.
You see D. Warren setting a purple first sector here. I have seen his times a lot on the top of the leaderboard after I started recognizing his name, with the 9th fastest time at Brazil, actually, in the world. So that's quite impressive.
Yeah. I can also say that he's at the TGG, and I know TGG from another league too, and I can say that those drivers are often very fast too. I
see him get...
Yeah, invalid.
Yeah.
But Boonjay's next guy, he's going to Ascar with a purple sector 2 on the hard tires. No, he's on soft tires now. But he has a purple sector 2. What will his time probably be? I think he's maybe up to top 5, I think.
Yeah, he could probably do that if he gets a good exit out of Parabolica. He has lots of ERS to use into overtake mode down to the line. What will it be? It will be a 120.1.
Right outside top 5 then. Then we got an Alfa Romeo. I think I just saw across the line. That could have been Lewis starting his lap. Then we got V-Todd starting his lap. Kvito started his lap. Then we got a McLaren. That's iQuicks, I think. No, yeah, it is. But he has on an invalid. Some Sanchez, is he the next driver? He
Also on
got
an invalid.
Damn.
You see Martin Bell on the outlap, so I think the next driver is Sancho actually. He's
Sancho.
3/10 up on his time after first sector.
Okay, this is good, but I think that the top three is just four hundreds between them. No, three. Yeah, for almost 400s only. That's
it's really close.
The Sancho now coming through Parabolica. What will his time be? He coming or crossing the line soon in his racing point. It's gonna be a 1:19. Oh!
Exactly the same time as Lewis.
Oh my god! The same time as Lewis.
We said top 3 was really close, but now it's even closer. Top 4, 500s. Wow. It's impressive. As Martin Bell is also on his...
Lewis as fastest, new fast lap on 1:19.1.
You see Williams coming to the line, that's Vita, a bit up on his time. What will he set? It will be a 1:20.001. Almost down in the 19s.
Yeah, almost especially the OCD kicking in because he didn't hit it.
Yeah, Ferrari coming to the line now. I think that's Samsagi. 1:20.5.
Varlo had to cut his or stop, break his lap. Then we got Khan Racing starting his lap. Then we got Steven.
Yep.
Out lap.
Yep. Then it's Martin Bell who is the next driver on the hot lap. But I think he has got an invalid because he doesn't use an ERS.
Yeah, he uses a little bit ERS at me, but yeah, he may have an invalid. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so.
He's still going.
He'll start a new lap now, I think. Yeah.
Tanguo? No, it wasn't this. It was GG War and then...
Now we have an Alfa Romeo coming to the line. I think that's Lewis on an in-lap. And then it's Vietad on the in-lap. And then it's a Mercedes.
If you go to deadlift, Flew, he's 1 second up on his time. Now, going towards Parabolica.
Yeah, he's on the softer compound of tires right now. He was on the mediums on his first try attempt.
I think this looks good. Yeah, into P5 on 1:19.5. Then we got Ferry, I think it is. Is it Ferry? Yeah. There.
Comes to the iQuicks coming into the out lap, and then it's a Ferrari. Some Sargi on an in lap and a Red Bull. That's Khan Racing. Comes on the line.
Almost 6/10 upon his time.
He also set the time first on the mediums. What will it be now? 1:20.2 as Felipe retires out of Ascari. That's really bad for the racing points. But we see Martin Bell coming through Parabolica. He's on an invalid. And we have a Mercedes. That's Warren. And he sets a 1:19.2 up to P2.
Felipe was in the middle of the road. I think he's probably went too far out, or he spun probably because his car was standing in the middle of the track. Baboon J, he's on an out lap. Then it is Antovarlo.
Yep.
I don't know if he is going faster now. No, it doesn't look like it.
Antovarlo, he hasn't set a time yet. He's also really high placed in the championship, so let's see what time he gets. 1:21.7. If he starts a new lap, maybe he made a mistake. We have a Red Bull coming to the line now. I think that's Khan on an in lap. Yep.
Kiski out lap, Sancho out lap.
Renault.
There Marcus joined, but I think Warren is gonna go in. Then we got Kviti. Then we got Baboon J.
I think.
Baboon J to Quiti. Then we get two Ferraris. I don't know. They are on one on his out lap, one is probably on an in lap, I think.
The Baboon J coming in PS7 119.6. Only 5 tenths separating top 7 at the moment, so looks like we're gonna have a really great race.
Yeah, this is. I think we can really look forward for the race. Next driver then, who is that? I think it's some Sarge on outlap. Kikiski.
Yep. We see Sancho setting a purple middle sector, we could follow him maybe?
Sancho's right behind Kikiski. I think it is.
Maybe we could use the Red Bull driver to get some tow down the main straight before Parabolica. Back straight, sorry. Kikiski into Parabolica. Really important to get a great exit as he goes out. But I think he's still on a valid lap. We see Sancho also on a valid lap. Sancho into pole position.
With only 700s of time. That's really close.
He will be hoping to get fast into the pits and get another lap in before the race starts.
Kviti on a hot lap, he's 1/10 upon his time. Is he gonna go high up? Still going. And right behind him we got Tanguo starting his lap.
Oh, that's a great tow giving from the Renault driver.
Oh.
Is that something they have planned on beforehand? No, I don't think so. But the Renault driver goes straight ahead.
It almost looked like that on the or behind or is it back straight? Yeah, I think it is. Back straight. Before parabolic. Yeah. See a Ferrari going slow, that's some Sarge. Then we got a Williams going slow, then we got a Red Bull. That Red Bull is Khan racing on an outlap. Then we got a Racing Point, that's Sancho, he's on an in-lap I think.
Yeah, I think that Kviti and Tango has definitely prepared for this. Because Kviti is also giving a tone down to Ascari. Just like I did it with
they
my
have been
teammates.
planning this.
Oh, that's great driving from the two drivers.
Yeah, but it's still surprising because they're in different teams.
Yeah. So a bit of, what should we say, backstabbing going on here. If now Tango can get past SST ban, that will not be great for the Renault layer. But we see him coming across the line now. What will his time be? He comes in at 120.4. Beats up on his time, but doesn't gain him any positions. So that is a Red Bull. I think that's Khan on an outlap and a Ferrari. That's Antivarlo outlap. And it's a Renault. This is SST ban outlap. So the next one on the hot lap, I think that's just Vitad coming through Ascari right now. Onto the back straight. Yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Probably someone to slow down for Ascari. Vitad into Parabolica in overtake mode. Gets a great exit there. Goes to the inside line, up the line, and it's a 119.7, the 8th driver to go down to the 119s. You see a Mercedes then, it's Dylan Warren starting a lap, then it's a Haas. Probably Iquake starting a lap. And Martin Bell. Alfa Romeo there. As Baboon J retires in the pits, sorry.
Some substitute, he's done.
Yep.
Who's the next driver to watch? Is it Warren?
I think it's Tango coming through. Oh, it's an in lap. There's a Red Bull. That's Khan Racing. The driver in P5 is a bit up on his time, 2 tenths. So, through Parabolica, in overtake mode, down to the line. What can he set? He's onto pole position, 118.9. That's a really great lap from F1 Khan Racing. As we have Ferrari coming up to the line, that's Antivarlo. And it's SST ban through Parabolica, a bit up on his lap time. Will he come down to the 119s? Yes, he does. 119.4, just out of Martin Bell.
Sancho
then it's a racing
barely
point.
can start a new lap. Will Deadlift Can he start a new lap? And he
Yeah.
just make it.
Then it's a Mercedes D1 on an invalid, and the Haas of Ferry SF trying to go past, but he gets a really nice toe from the Mercedes driver right there. Through Parabolica. Will he get into the top 10? He's a bit far out in the Parabolica, but I think... Oh, he goes into the pits as D1 crashes into the wall. We then see an Alfa Romeo. Deadly Flu.
Invalid. Then we got Martin Bell. He says that he's in an outlap, but
I think that's just a glitch, to be honest.
190.2.
P5. Oh, the same time as D. Warren. Wow.
What? Holy shit, second time we see that today here.
We also see F1 Con Racing coming in, but he's on an in-lap. Then it's Sancho, the next driver. He had a purple second sector coming down the back straight. Can he take back the pole position from the Red Bull driver? We also have Deadly Flu right behind. But Sancho coming to the line. What will the lap time? 1:18.9 is just ahead.
Ooh.
Deadly Flu goes up to P6. But wow, oh my, 19 thousandths.
You can see that Lord Holton is cheering up on Martin, and Dylan Rohr says he got an 18.6, but of course it was an invalidate.
Oh, that's too bad.
But of course, then we see Sancho here taking a pole position with 1:18.9, and second was F1 Con Racing. Then we got Lewis D. Warren with the same time as Martin Bell, if I remember right.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we got Deadly Flu right behind in his Alfa Romeo. Then we got SST Ben in 7th, Baboon J, V-Tide, Antivilo, TTV iQuicks, Kinkiski, Ferry, Felipe, Tanguo, Samsadje and Kviti taking the last place on the grid. You with TTG, I see. Wait. Oh, you're probably talking to comment. Yeah, of course. But yeah, who do you think we can see? We're gonna come with our prediction for the podium in the race. What is your...
I'll have to say Dylan Warren taking the win. He looks really great. He looked really great in qualifying, and he set a 1:18.6. Was that what you said?
Yeah, he said he will get that.
That is so impressive. So I will guess him for the victory. I think P2 will be Martin Bell, and P3 a bit of a surprise, but TTV iQuicks grabbing the podium.
I think we are gonna see Sancho take the win, Warren on second, and maybe I'm gonna take a third, and Luis on third, I think. But yeah, we see that they are very cloudy here on the race too. Do you think we'll see any rain today?
I hope so, but I don't think it. We had cloudy weather when I raced Monza earlier, but it didn't come any rain, so I don't think it will in this race either. But take us through the lap, Oliver.
Yeah, I got the map here with every corner and off the track. We see that Sancho going up towards turn 1 and 2 Variante del Retfilio. This is a very heavy braking point, you gotta be careful here. I think that we're gonna see some impressive overtakes and probably some crashes here into Curva Biasona, turn 3. That's a very long right turn, and I think if you see two drivers side by side here, it's gonna be very cool to see them, or who comes out first after turn 4 and 5, Variante de la Roggia. We're now into sector 2, through turn 4 and 5 going into Lesmo 1, that is turn 6, and after that we get Lesmo 2 in turn 7, the two right corners, and after that we're gonna see the Curva del Seraglio, the first DRS straight here. And yeah, of course there were good overtake opportunities here. but you gotta be very close to the others. He says car racing is very far behind, I don't know why. But then into Varianta Sky, turn 8, 9, and 10th. I think probably you can see some cars going around here. Let's just hope it doesn't do as Sebastian Vettel. Then we get onto the back straight here, into the famous corner Curva Parabolica, turn 11. So it isn't many corners on this track, and but it's a very it's the track with very high speed, and I think we're gonna see a lot of overtakes here today. And out of Curva Parabolica, we go out to the start-finish straight.
Yeah. We see only one driver standing on the grid, and that is Kinkiski. Let's hope he doesn't have the same problems as the Red Bull when we commentated in TNRL Korea.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. And we got inside info here. Dylan says he's practicing wheel and no assist. Oh, no assist.
Oh.
Yeah, you can take us through the start from here.
Yep. We also see that Lord Holton has said that Martin takes the win S. So let's see. But we see that the red lights are coming on. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's lights out. And away we go. We see Sancho getting a great start. And I think it's ahead of Khan. It's a turn 1. No, Khan gets past. Will he keep the position? As Martin got an inside of Lewis, will Khan keep the position into turn 1? Yes, he does.
Oh! Oh my god!
That's a big, oh my, what happened there?
Holy shit, I got scared there.
And it, oh.
Damn.
So here we don't need horror movies, we just had epic dive bombs into turn 1.
Holy shit, I got fucking scared there. Sorry for the words, but oh my god. And
I think that was Kinkiski just missing the breaking point entirely.
Yeah.
And he also pushes his teammate from 1st down to 17th. So not good for F1 Khan Racing. But one it is good for. Martin Bell goes up to the lead.
I'm gonna go back in the stream and see if I can see what happens.
We also see Marcus gaining 11 positions from the start. Do you think someone will go into the pits on this safety car?
I'm not sure. Maybe they're gonna go hard to finish. I'm not sure about the medium tires, but I see in the stream, and of course I see Erin Kiski, but I'm not sure if he got a Ferrari with him or if both. Or I see that the one Ferrari and Red Bull are coming in high speed there. I don't know if they both crashed and didn't got to brake in time or what happened there. We'll probably see something later on after the race of what happened. But we see that there are only one driver who got to DNF there, and I see that many drivers are going to pit stop. Probably, I think, what do you think they're going to go on, hard or medium?
I think they're going to try the 2-stop with medium softs, or soft medium, to be quite honest. But we see Babuji going on the hards, Martin Bell and Kviti, or Martin Bell on the softs, and Lewis on the mediums. Khan and Warren also on the hard tires, and Kviti on and Vardlo, and Lewis on mediums. So only Martin Bell picking the softer option.
Yeah, it was one hell of a start, and we can see, of course, Sancho has lost many places.
Yeah, Sancho and Khan was definitely the two losing positions on that one.
Yeah, we see that Bunji and everyone behind him has pitted, so those sides red have lost position, of course. But Sancho is the only driver who didn't pit and have lost so many places.
Yeah, he had pole position. And so, really bad for the front guys, but for a driver like SST Ban, this is probably the best thing that could have happened. He's up to P1 now, after starting P7. And iQuick's up to P3, I guess him on the podium, watching get a podium now. And Marcus up 14 places. That's insane. What has he done into the first corner? Can you please let me know?
Yeah, of course it is to just take it calm into turn 1 and let the other drivers do the mistakes, and then you can go past them when they have crashed. That's what to do.
We'll try. But we said it will be chaos into turn 1, and we told you so. We see Khan Racing going around in a Scari, So he's really having a bad race.
He's on the hard tires, same as Steve Warren and Baboon J, while Martin Bell actually goes on soft, so he's going on a 2-stop. And Luis, Antivarlo, and Kritis on medium. I don't know if those gonna go to the finish line. I don't think so. I think they are also going on. Martin Bell go back into pits.
I think he's probably going on the hard, to be honest, or maybe has wing damage. Let's see if the McLaren team stands up with a new front wing.
They're late out. They are not prepared for him. Wing damage and medium tires, and they're not ready
and a
for him.
5-second penalty.
Oh my god.
But medium tires, yeah, that will probably go to the end. But he could have been involved in that crash from Con Racing.
Yeah, if someone in this
comment section knows,
if something in the comment section knows, just let us know.
Yeah.
But wow, what a start!
And we will basically have a new start of the race when the safety car ends. So, I don't know if my heart can take another one of those. We see a Kviti going on the hards, just as Dior and then Babunje. And Martin Bell and Khan going on the medium tires. As TTI Quicks has made a mistake. What has he done?
I'm not sure, but we got some insight or comment from Dylan here actually. Those medium will be 90% plus by the end for Martin. Oh! Ignoring the yellow flag.
iQuicks is his goal. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
We saw him spinning in the Lesmos, I think. So maybe something happened there when he tried to overtake again.
There we go,
At least is Sancho getting a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Babunje. Is the safety car coming in this lap? No, it is not.
I think Kiski is too far behind.
F1 Con Racing, I believe, or?
Yeah, F1 Con Racing.
So, yeah, they weren't saying those meters will be 90%. I think so too, but remember that there is a lot of safety cars inbound. As we see more people pitting behind the safety car. Kviti going in for his 4th stop. Is going for some kind of record. No 3rd stop. 3 stops on 4 laps.
Damn.
He goes onto the medium tires and needs to serve a 5-second penalty. Simsaji going on to the hards. Khan Racing goes past, and Kviti is now lost. Right. Marcus now into P3, 15 places up from the start. Looks like he is going for a last first challenge. Or sometimes it's either best to start at the front or at the back. Because if you start in the middle of the pack, then you're probably gonna get surrounded by lots of other cars and crashed out. And we see Marcus here starting from the back, coming up 15 places on the opening lap. So while everyone else was busy crashing, he was just able to drive past.
Yeah.
So maybe skipping qualifying was a strategy from the Toro Rosso driver. I don't know.
It's good run from the YWR driver there, and I think that of course there are probably going to be more safety cars, and of course the pit stop. So we can't say anything yet. We see that the safety cars go in this lap. Let's see how Esteban is going to do the restart, but of course it's too early to say that Marcus will come high up, and we also have to be careful, commentator curse.
Yeah.
And we are not so good with that, so I think we should be very careful about what we say today.
We see that all the drivers are close up. Let's hope that everyone hits the breaking point now. Oh, we see Esteban slowing the field down a lot. Wow, they're down in 80 miles per hour. I see lots of cold tires now, I guess. So be careful on acceleration. But Esteban, ready to go. And he gets a great restart from the safety car. Not so for Deadly Flu, as Marcus right up his back. And the pack is so clinched together. Anything can happen into turn 1. We see Marcus closing up to Deadly Flu.
Sancho and Tangulo. Oh, and there's a crash there between, I think it is Ferry. I didn't see who the other driver was.
We see, who is that? I think it's Lewis losing it. No, it was not Lewis. Who was it then? I saw a driver losing his entire front wing.
Oh, and Felipe, going around and touching the wall, losing his front wing.
Oh, that's unlucky for the OSRL driver. I think Lewis. No, it was. I think I saw a driver losing his entire front wing, but maybe I was just mistaken.
I think I saw Antovarlo missing a lot the front wing. Oh, he misses one plate on.
That could be. As we see Lewis and Antovarlo side by side. We'll go side by side to the Ascari. No, Lewis goes in behind. Smart choice from an Alfa Romeo driver. We see also Sancho has got a great restart behind the safety car. Has regained 4 positions. And is now P5. We see also SST Bannon getting a bit of gap, but not 1 second quite. It's the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. As Sancho is right on the back of Vietad into turn 1. Will he go for the move, inside or outside? He goes for the inside line on the Williams driver. Will he try to make it stick? He does, but he does not make the move. Just staying behind for now, waiting for DRS. As Warren goes past Samsaji in the back of the field, and Lewis and Felipe goes into the pits. Both OS are... what should we say? OSRL drivers?
Yeah.
Sancho going past Vietad into that corner. Turn 3. As Baboon J is round. The Haas driver. No? What?
Yeah, saved his car, I think.
Oh, wow. And there Tanguy is out of virtual safety.
Oh.
Is that a virtual safety car? He's in the middle of the track, FIA. He's just standing on the track like a fucking idiot, as Lance Stroll would have said.
Yeah, it looked like some other cars were involved in that. We see that Baboon J misses a lot of his front wing.
Yeah, chaos so far. But really exciting race though.
6 laps, 3 drivers out. Let's hope it doesn't get more drivers to retire.
You think anyone will risk pitting now? Doesn't look like it. Maybe only the ones with wing damage. But I think that yeah, Babu J goes into the pits. I think he's the only one.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Virtual safety car still going on. When will it end? And there, DRS is enabled and they're ready to go again. We see the 2 drivers having a 1 second gap down to Marcus, and the DRS is so important right now. So I think we can see Deadly Flu and SST Ban just pulling away from the rest of the pack.
Yeah.
As Marcus is in on the DRS again, so I jinxed it. Well done.
Lewis on soft tires, brand new soft tires. Those are where it starts to go now.
Yeah. It's probably started on mediums or something. So he has to try something different. But yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, but look how close Deadly Flu was there. I think Deadly Flu is going to take it when the DRS comes online, and we see that Marcus is right in the back of them, and then it's 2 seconds down to Sancho. So Sancho has to close up to them.
No, but Sancho has a few laps to go still, so I think he will still be in contention for the win. As we see, yellow flag in sector 3, that's D. Warren on his hard compound of tires.
Deadly Flu takes the overtake into turn 1, but he's very late on the brake and has to catch the corner, and SST Ban gets back to the lead. Now we see Marcus on the side of Deadly Flu. I think he's gonna make it actually, or maybe. Yeah,
he has the inside line there, so...
Looks like Marcus makes that overtake, but Deadly Flu is right in the back of him.
Those 3 are really batting it out. Important for them to not lose too much time batting though, because Sancho is and Vietad and Martin Bell is right on the back of them.
Yeah.
Martin Bell, the first driver after the moment who has pitted, ahead of Antovarlo and Samsaji. So you also see D1 right on the back of Car Racing, but they're just past the overtaking of the opportunities. Do we have any overtakes into Ascari? Doesn't look like it. But when do you think we will see the soft runners pit then, Oliver? When do you think we will see the soft runners pit, the top 5 drivers?
Probably, maybe soon, maybe around lap. I don't remember from Team Oil, but maybe up to lap 10, maybe they could hold it.
10, 11, something. We see Martin Bell on the side of Vital. Will he get? Yeah, he gets the move done quite easily. The McLaren driver. Deadly Flu and Marcus also battling it out for P2. Marcus tries for the switchback, but doesn't make it sick. Yellow flag in sector 3. That is Baboon J going round out of Ascari. Really bad race for a Hats driver, but it doesn't look like he has so much ring damage actually. SSD Bang gaining a second down to Deadly Flu. You see Baboonja in the wall again, is really struggling now. Oh, he's just too eager to get away. He just gets more and more and more ring damage. You see Fairy on the back of Antawarlo. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes for it down into Ascari. As Baboonja retires. Can that possibly be a safety car?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it. No. He's still on the track.
Oh, look, Sancho, Marcus, and Deadly Flu now. Sancho on the back of Marcus is going to take it into turn 1. I think it is Marcus trying to defend on the inside. Sancho actually goes back, but he's going to take the switch back on him. No, still behind. Can he take it down to turn 4?
Tries for it. And he goes to the outside there. That's brave, but I think he makes the move stick. Yes, he does. Great driving from the racing point. We see that OXRL Lewis has retired out of Ascari. Or maybe it's just put on AI and retired then. It looked like he crashed.
His car still driving, it looks like.
Yeah. We see SST Ban has got a second down to P2. It's driving a really good race for Renault. Renault had a real great race in real life too, I think, with P4 and P5.
Yeah, I think it was.
So let's see if Kviti and SST Bank can repeat that, even better maybe.
Seeing that Marcus is not far so far behind Marcus, and he's on the medium tires also.
Yep. Sancho also right on the back of Deadly Flu, and Deadly Flu does not have DRS. As they both dive into the pits. Deadly Flu speeds into the pit lane, but Sancho doesn't. See Martin Bell right on the back of Marcus, the two Norwegian drivers. Will he go for the move? No, he does not make it stick on the switchback. Not yet. We saw Sancho getting past on the outside here last lap. Maybe Martin Bell will do something of the same. He tries it on the outside. Marcus leaves him the space and Martin Bell is passed.
Yeah, I think it is the tires to Marcus. They are has a lot of tire wear now, and it won't be so comfortable to drive on.
No. So I think he'll be changing them the next lap. Same with Vital and the leader in Renault, SST Ban. It will be what's the word? No.
Excited.
He will be hoping to get past or ahead of the Deflu and Sancho. But I think the uncut may be strong
on the
here.
inside, as on some Sarge into turn or Ascari.
Oh, that's a brave move from the Renault, but he makes it stick though. Impressive stuff.
But some Sarge is still there on the side of him now, going towards Parabolka.
Who will get first in the Parabolka? That's the Renault drive. Oh, they're side by side there. You see SST Band diving into the pits, Vital holding out for another lap. But they're side by side into the start-finish straight. Goes for the inside there, the Ferrari driver. And on the hard compound of tires, I think he will get past. Also, Kveet is struggling
Oh.
with ERS, but he tries to hold it around the outside, but he can't make it, and he has to give up to the position. Good racing from both. You see SST Bang getting behind Deadly Flu, but ahead of Sancho. Same with Marcus, ahead of Sancho, but behind Deadly Flu. So the undercut has really worked for Alfa Romeo driver.
Yeah. Closest fight we got right now is Antaralo on VTAB.
Yep. They're coming down to Ascara now. Will he do the same as VT did on Samsaji? He'll try, but he's just saving ERS at the moment. But yeah, he just keeps behind. Smart decision. Beaton on old softs. Need to be careful in Ascari. And he is. Looks like he's going to pit this lap, so Valo will probably go for having the DRS on the back straight. No, start finish straight, but it goes past into turn 1. Great move from the Ferrari driver. He will be hoping to chase after Martin Bell.
Yeah,
Vital still not going to the pits. Wow, he's holding out on the soft tires really well.
Yeah, but not sure if that's so smart.
Maybe he's hoping for a safety car. That could be a valid strategy, I think.
Yeah,
Because
but if
the likelihood of...
If it doesn't come out, he has really done a mistake.
Yeah, he'll be... Yeah, will he? Oh, SST Band and Deadly Flu side by side, but SST Band makes the move for the... I don't think it's the lead, but it could be. As Varlo and Vital battle it out, Varlo is passed again into Lesmo 1. And they have a bit of a gap down to Ferry, Samsaji and Kviti. And Khan. Khan Racing driving a really great race though. He has spun 3 or 4 times, has pitted how many? 2 times? And still they're in P7 as Marcus gets a 5-second time penalty. Where has he cut the corner? Probably on the in the chicane, I guess.
The only drivers who have pitted it's Ferry and Vitard, and I think Samsaji with 3 pit stop and is now on
Tweety with 3 pit stops, not Samsaji.
Tweety, I mean.
Will Vital go into the pits now? He's out of DRS. Yes, he does. So let's hope for his sake that it isn't the safety car the next lap.
Vulcan racing now right on the back of Tweety. I think it's going to go on the inside into turn 1. And it looks like he's going to make it, but what about Samsaji? He's going to take him too? I don't think so.
Oh, Tweety holding it around the outside really well though. Khan trying for the switchback. I think he could make that stick. You see Marcus, we have seen Martin Bell going past on the outside line there. Can Khan do the same? Not yet. Maybe to the chicane. But he doesn't have the speed to get past, as Kviti also had the slipstream from the Ferrari driver just ahead. Sancho getting past Marcus. Now on the inside there, so Marcus really struggling through that corner. No, does Marcus have bad internet connection?
I don't know who it is, but one of them got. Yeah, it looks like Marcus.
Terry hasn't pitted yet, he's on the one. So it'll be interesting to see what he does at the end of the race. We see Khan racing side by side with Kviti in the background. It's Parabolica. The inside line is the best line and Khan gets that. Will he get the move too? Yes, he does. And he has the DRS on Samsaji. Maybe we could try for that one now. Samsaji on the hard tires, of course. I think he is the first driver out on track that we know will make it to the end on those tires. Maybe Antovarlo and Martin Bell will try the same, but they will have to put in a great stint then on those mediums.
I think it is possible, but they're gonna lose a lot of time, so it's now that they gotta pull off from the other drivers, so they won't be able to take them in the end.
Khan desperate to get past Samsaji, but he can't make the move stick into that chicane.
I also think that Samsaji is the driver we can look at, because when the mediums are almost done, then Samsaji with his hard tires will still be good.
Yeah, same with Dylan Warren in P7. This
Yeah.
is Keanu Racing going into Ascari on the inside line, and he makes the move, I think, has to cut the corner a bit, but the move is done, and it's up to P4. Samsaji getting a great run though, out of Ascari, right on the back. Will he do the overtake or will he just wait for the DRS? Goes on the outside line. Tries to brake late, but it's really hard to keep it through there. He gets more top speed though. Marcus leaves the session.
I think it
Probably
is
really bad internet for a Toronto driver.
Yeah.
But as Khan actually gets the DRS, I think, or maybe some Sarge's DRS is not working.
None of them.
None of them. Oh.
Oh, and a little touch from some Sarge into the Red Bull there.
You weren't trying to get past Kviti too. Kviti looks like he's struggling a bit on those mediums now, but Warren though has really great pace.
He's right behind Creed now, and I think we soon can maybe see an overtake from him.
Yeah, I think so too actually. See Martin Bell extending the gap to Antivarlo. Those two looks like the top two so far, but maybe they will have to pit another time before the end of the race, so we'll see about that.
And we see that the top drivers just keeps pulling away, making got a big gap between them.
SST Band still on the back of the Flu. Those two have done all their pit stops, so they will now be charging through the field on fresher compound of tires. That's a yellow flag. That's some Sargi round on a hard compound of tires into the wall. And that is really bad for the Ferrari driver.
Does he get wing damage?
Oh! Vietan almost hitting him, but yeah, it's a lot of wing damage. So yeah, we'll have to come into the pit and probably put on the soft tires.
Yeah, it's not good for him with because he's on hard, so very bad luck for the Ferrari driver. I think I just saw Kviti D-Ward overtaking Kviti.
Yeah, D-Ward now looks really great on the hard compound of tires. Now that Samsarge is out, he will probably be the driver to watch to the end of the race. As Samsarge retires into the pits, yeah, it's really hard to re-motivate yourself after you have a crash like that. So I feel him there pretty much.
But Khan right behind Ferry now, fighting about the last podium place.
Yep.
We're already on lap 17. This is going real fast.
I must say that F1 Khan has looked like he has the pace to win today, but he has just made too many mistakes.
Yeah.
And of course it was really bad for him that he got punted off the track into turn 1 by his own teammate.
Yeah.
It was almost like a Baku flashback to 2018.
Oh, goes for the... I think he got the dive on Ferry into Parabolka.
Yep.
No, both
Ferry
going
actually...
to pit. They're then going on to soft tires, I think.
Yeah. That will be a call for Valo and Martin Bell to not go to the end on those mediums, but they have more to lose by going to the pits than maybe trying to stay out, so...
Yeah, especially Martin Bell, he got 17nd down to D. Warren, I think.
Oh yeah.
So Martin Bell will lose a lot of places. I think he will come out 5th or 6th maybe.
Zikwit is still holding the back of D. Warren pretty well. The Renault driver has done a great race so far today, coming up 13 places.
Yeah.
So I'm giving a toe to Tango, but he's doing the work for the Renault team right now. I'm just gonna put in really quick here that Renault got the P4 and P5 of Monza earlier, then Mercedes got the P3 and P2, and Ferrari got P1. Now Renault is in position to get P4 and P5, Mercedes in position to get P3, and if Martin Bell makes a mistake, Valo is P1.
Yeah.
Martin Bell goes into the pits, Antavalo does the same, then it's probably a planned strategy. 8 laps on the soft tires, and D. Warren now will get past. So now it will be a hunt for the Mercedes driver to just get to the end on those tires without making the mistake.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it comes out. Of course, he will be faster than some of the drivers then.
You see Kviti also trying to hold on those mediums. Pretty brave from the Renault driver.
Oh, what about Sancho? Is he's gonna get past him? Oh, they're side by side into turn 1 and 2, and I think Martin gets a better exit. Of course, he's on soft tires, so he could, or maybe Kvite goes in. I don't think Warren is not gonna go in. I don't think, but Kvite maybe. So I think that, of course, Martin Bell will be much faster on the soft tires. He's now 7 seconds behind D Warren, with 9 laps to go. Oh, and Philippe has retired in Parabolica.
That could be a safety car maybe, or virtual safety car. Although it's a bit off the track, I think. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen someone retire there before, so.
But nothing happens, but I think we're gonna have a little bit of
Martin Bell has done a really great stint on those mediums. Yeah. While SSD Van and Deadlift has been on fresh medium tires, Martin Bell has been running just as fast as them on old.
He's right behind SST Ben now, and right in front there's Deadlift Flu. So I think, is he gonna get a double overtake maybe here?
He will try it, definitely.
With the tires,
but SST Ben. SST Ban right on the back of Deadlift Flu and Martin Bell right on the back of SST Ban. SST Ban on the inside line of Deadlift Flu and Martin Bell tries to find a space and he goes past Deadlift Flu as well. SST Ban into P3, Martin Bell into P4 and Deadlift Flu down to P5 and Sancho right on the back of them again. So we have four-way battle right now.
Martin probably knows that he has to get past him really fast, if not he's going to lose too much time.
Yeah. And also he needs to utilize the grip of those soft tires to the maximum. He tries it, but it isn't enough space. The Ren driver driving great defense there.
He's closing in on the drivers in front too. It's really close there, so this is going to be a very exciting last laps. If Martin Bell takes, I think he can, of course, podium, I think, but we really have something to look out for now.
Yeah, Martin Bell
passed SST Ben. Splitted the Renaults now onto the next one, Kvite, and after that D Warren. Now he's only 5 seconds behind behind Warren.
Yeah.
Or yeah, 4 or 5 seconds. So it's really close now. And with
now he does not have the DRS on Kvite, so SST Van will be looking to get past again. Kvite into the pits.
So with 7 or 6 laps to go, and Martin Bell is 4.2 seconds behind now. This will be exciting. Oh, SST Ben showing himself not doing the overtake, but of course Martin Bell of fresh soft tires at the end. Those will be have a lot of tire wear.
How much tire wear? Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think at the end it could be really exciting because the hard tires, of course, they wouldn't be as bad, but
Dylan Warren is spun! Dylan Warren has spun!
Oh, and that has lost him the first place. He hasn't lost any wing, so he's lucky there, but now it's looking really good for Martin Bell here.
That's really unfortunate for the Mercedes driver. He has driven so well for 21 laps, and then it's that takes him out. That's unfortunate, but he still has 6 laps to make up a podium position again. We do not know if there are any penalties. Penalties, of course, play a huge factor at Monza.
Yeah, again, there are many penalties. I've seen that there have been given many penalties here, so we can't be sure about the places yet.
We see all the drivers almost struggling a lot with the ERS, but Martin Bell has over a second gap, and Sancho has under a second up to SST Ban. He has the DRS onto the main straight. Will he try to go for a move, or is he too far back? I think he's too far back.
Yeah, he also barely got an ERS too.
Yeah. So we have a 3-way fight for second place as we see it now. A D1 and Antovarlo not far behind. Antovarlo right on the back of D1. Will he try on the outside? Yes, he does. Will he have enough space? Yes, he does. And I think the Ferrari is past the Mercedes there.
Yes, he does. And
as we see, Danny Flew touching the gravel.
And every driver actually got points because Marcus is in the, or it's just his AI driving. So it's points for every driver here now.
Oh, that's really nice. And they weren't really far out. He's really struggling in those hearts right now.
Yeah. Now I see Antovallo right on the back of Deadly Flu also. And we're also going to think about both the driver championship and the constructor. I think maybe driver can get, or maybe Martin Bell or Sancho and the other drivers will take it on Brazil or maybe one or two tracks before then. But I think the constructor, we won't see who's got the win until Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. We see that one McLaren driver, one Alfa Romeo, and one Ferrari left in race. As Antovallo on the inside line of Deadly Flew into turn 1. I think he has the move done and dusted already. Yes, he does. And now he has only 2 seconds up to the 2 drivers ahead who will be fighting. And he's of course on the soft tires, so we need to look out to the end of the race for him. Dylan Warren going down to P10 after pitting.
Oh, look, SST ban on Sancho, almost lost overtake, but I also noticed something else in the top 5. 4 of the teams fighting about those high up in constructor are in top 5.
Yeah. So I think none of them has a teammate on track 2, or maybe Renault.
Renault has a teammate here today, still.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
It's only Renault who has two drivers finishing today.
Yeah.
All the other teams has only 1. Or still it's 4 laps left, so we don't know yet. But as we say in Norway, knock on wood. You see SST ban on the back of Sancho. Will he try to move down into turn 1?
Look,
or will he just
VTOD outside against or on the right to Parabolica. Now
great
VTOD
move by the
DRS.
Red Bull driver. Yeah, but Sancho on the back of SST ban on the back of Sancho. Inside or outside? He goes for the outside, but the move is covered off. And Antovallo closing in. We have 3-way fight for second place right now. Vital does not get past F1 Khan. And it's SST ban right on back. A 10th behind. Inside or outside? He goes for the outside. Will it be enough space? Oh, switch back. Tries to switch back, but Sancho just covers him off. So Antovallo also now inside the DRS. But can he get past? That is another question. Because he needs to get past one to get past the other one. And that is not so easy when both he and SST Ban has the DRS. We will hope to get a great exit out of Ascaris right on the back of him and get a good racing, good exit I mean. Inside or outside? He goes for the outside. Inside is the best line there, but he is passed into... And he goes, and he is passed. But will he now have DRS? Yes, I think he does. He has also hot lap mode activated, right on the back of Sancho. Sancho is not so much ERS, Antovallo with lots of ERS. Closes in. Inside or outside? Inside line, but he gets covered off, and Sancho keeps the position for now. So, do you think he will go for it now? No, I think
this fight will keep on all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So Martin Bell got a 6 second down to Sancho now. So this looks really good for him. We can check out the fastest lap too.
Deadly Flew on the gravel.
So the fastest lap is set by TTG Warnell 121.4.
Yeah, he has the pace today. As Antovallo on the outside line into Ascari. Will he get enough space from the racing point? He is already passed. He has enough space and he gets the move done and dusted. Sancho trying to keep on the back through Ascari, but he has not got a lot of ERS or fuel. But I think Antovallo still has got away from the DRS, so Sancho will have DRS, SST Ban will have DRS. So still a 308 fight for the second position in the race.
Of what it looks like now, Martin Bell will take back the lead in driver championship with 4 points. But of course that's before penalties, we don't know about those either.
Yeah, but I haven't seen so much penalties for Martin Bell. As we see Deadly Flu going into the pit lane for Alfa Romeo. And it's crucial for Alfa Romeo to get as much points as possible for the constructors. And it does not get so much points as possible. He's probably down into P10 right now. But he could go for the fastest lap. That will probably be his only hope to get another point. You see, Anzavarlo, and now Sancho does not have DRS. Esteban doesn't have ERS either, so maybe it's done and dusted? Or do you think Esteban could come back at the Racing Point driver?
Oh, I actually know is that they're only a little bit over one lap now before we get to the finish line, and I think, of course, we see that Esteban is falling a little bit back. He almost he's almost out of ERS. So it will be hard for him to catch Sancho.
Yep. Yeah, I think so too.
But is Sancho going to push everything to try to get Anzavarlo now?
Yeah, I think he will, but we also need to remember that there are penalties left in this race. We saw Esteban getting a 3-second time penalty on lap 26, so lots of penalties still for drivers, I think, honestly. So we need to just wait and see. But we see Martin Bell coming into Lesmo 1. He has driven a really great race today. And as Lord Holton said when the race started, Martin takes the win, and he has. He has driven really good on the medium stint the second part of the race, and also really great on these soft tires, and he deserves this victory.
Yeah, of course, we see him coming into Scar now into the last sector. Of course, we got to take a look at the penalties when they cross the front line. He got 6.1 or 6 seconds down to Anzavarlo, so I think we'll be safe. As you said, he's driven good on those. All his laps has been doing so good, but now going after Parabolica and up to the finish line, he's going to cross the line in his McLaren and taking the victory here at Monza today. And he got provisional. What about Varlo? Is he going to take it from him? He is not. Nope. He's going to second. Sancho then taking the third place. SST Band taking fourth. FN Racing taking fifth place. Vitad is going into taking fourth place. Then we got Ferry out of Parabolica right now. What will he get? Is he going to go past someone? He is going into the finish line on P7. Now we got Kviti taking P7 from him. TGG Warren. Oh, spinning on the last corner.
That's a really great Tokyo drift, though.
Taking the final lap in style. It goes into P9. Now we got OSRL, Deadly Flu, taking the last points here today.
We're probably going for the fastest lap. What will his lap time be?
Yeah, it got fast.
I think it was fastest.
Yeah, he was. But of course, yeah, driver of the day from you.
I have to say Martin Bell. But let's take you through the grid, shall we? Or the finishing order. We see Martin Bell walking up to the podium, the Norwegian flag standing tall ahead of the Italian and the Belgian. But the McLaren driver McLaren driver Martin Bell takes the victory here at Monza ahead of Anzavarlo in Ferrari and Sancho is the championship leader in Racing Point. Vital gets 4th, SST Bang gets 5th, F1 Racing gets 6th, and QT gets 7th. Ferry gets P8, DHD Warren gets P9, Deadly Flu gets P10, YWR Marcus gets P11 after the DNF. And we also see Felipe, Samsaji, Lewis, Baboon J, Tango, King Kiski, and TTV iQuicks not finishing this race, unfortunately. But your drive today?
It has to be OVR Martin Bell. He has driven a good race today after the pit stops in the start, and it was I was not thinking he would be here on the top of the podium after the start, but he takes the win, and drive today for me goes to the McLaren driver. He is now also leading the championship with 4 points, if I'm right. Yeah.
It's impressive from the McLaren driver. I also have to say that Kviti has impressed me today. He started P17, he was last in qualifying, but he has made up 10 places and finishes P7 after a penalty-free race, so really great driving from Renault.
Yeah, but of course that was it for today's race here at Monza. I just want to thank you for watching, and next week we're going to, is it Singapore?
Yep.
Yeah, Singapore. Yeah. Yeah, my favorite track, so I'm really looking forward to it. But goodbye for this time, and see you next week.